Hey everybody, what's going on, and welcome to Rock and Roll True Stories. And I wanted to talk about some news stories that caught my attention, especially about the bands that I've been covering. So I've done a lot of videos about Nirvana. I've got some more coming up, especially some that are really, I would call them rare stories that maybe you guys haven't heard about Nirvana before. That'll be coming pretty soon. And there was a story that made the news this past week about Chris Novoselic of Nirvana defending Nickelback against Fox News. And who would have thought that you would see Nirvana and Nickelback mentioned in the same sentence? But as of last week, President Trump used a reference to Nickelback's song "Photograph" to troll presidential candidate Joe Biden. And Novoselic defended the band from a Fox News pundit who compared the band to socialism. So Joe Biden has been under fire for a potential conflict of interest between his high government position and the job that his younger son got at a Ukrainian energy company. Now, in a tweet which was deleted for copyright issues, Trump posted, "Look at this photograph," with an image of Chad Kroeger holding up a picture of the Bidens with a Ukrainian businessman. But if you guys go to that tweet, is his video not displayed? The video has been removed in response to a report from a copyright holder. Now on Fox News, there was a show called The Daily Briefing with Dana Perino, and pundit Chris Stierwell criticized Nickelback, saying Nickelback is like socialism. Our generation and prior generations fought hard against the scourge of Nickelback and to show what dangers are of emo pop ballad 90s rock. I don't know if I'd ever call Nickelback emo pop, but I'm from the same province that Nickelback originates from. And when I was in grade 10, which was back in 2002, so I would have been, 16 years old. Nickelback was like gods. I remember ladies and girls like I went to school with were like swooning over how amazing Chad Kroeger was and how he looked and that kind of stuff. And in response to all this stuff happening, Chris Novoselic of Nirvana came to Nickelback's defense via Twitter saying, "Who is this jerk? Nickelback is a power pop rock band and I love them. They're Canadian, by the way. The USA can work well because of the uneasy marriage between socialism and capitalism here. There's a push and pull, so be wary of those on the fringe advocating for one way or another." And that's via Kerrang, who reported that story. Turning now to some Guns N' Roses news. So if you guys have followed my Guns N' Roses YouTube channel, the one criticism I've had of the band on this Not in This Lifetime tour is that they rarely change the set list. They don't play enough deep cut songs. And yesterday, day before, they busted out the deep cut Locomotive from Use Your Illusion 2. That's a song they haven't played in 27 years. The last time they played it live was in February of 1992 while the band was on tour in Japan. And the Use Your Illusion 2 track is one of the lengthier ones across the double albums. So in addition to that song, you have November Rain, you have Estranged, Coma, and Breakdown. I think Breakdown clocks in around 6 or 7 minutes. You got Coma around 9 or 10 minutes. Estranged is like 9 minutes, 30 seconds. And November Rain's in that 9-minute mark as well. Now, what's important to note is they have been playing Coma at pretty much every single show, but they swapped it out with Locomotive. And it's unclear whether they will be permanently playing the song until early November when their tour wraps up. But they have been playing shorter concerts this leg of the tour. They're playing about 23 to 24 songs, which is a lot shorter than what they played on previous tours. They were doing 3 hour and 47-minute shows where they're playing about 33 songs a night. Now, it's one of Slash's personal favorite songs to play on, and he and rhythm guitarist Izzy Stradlin wrote the tune following their Appetite for Destruction tour. So according to Slash's biography, he wrote it back in like 1988, 1989 when he was going through a pretty serious drug phase. And I think it's great that they're finally playing Locomotive after such a long hiatus. I hope they do bring back some more deeper cuts as well in addition to that song. That concludes today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like button and subscribe. And as always, let me know which stories you'd like to see me cover on future episodes of Rock and Roll True Stories. And be sure to tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. You guys will get a new Rock and Roll True Story. And thanks for watching.